Hello, hello. Sorry, let me make sure I'm all ready here. Just wanted to ping the Discord. Love the channel, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Hey, Leafs fan, how's it going? Alright. I think I am good to go. Oh, I want to have that a little bit louder. Maybe turn it down for myself. Yeah, should be good there. Go Canucks. I mean, they signed Besser. That was actually, I'm shocked. I'm very, very surprised Besser was signed. Very, very surprised Besser was signed by the Canucks. Did not seem like that was going to take place, but they got him. Let me move that over a little bit so I'm not so far underneath my chat. I was upset when I saw the Martian was staying in Florida. Yeah, me too. Honestly, it's funny because I like one of the people in my life. They asked me how I felt about Marchand signing in Florida and if I was disappointed that he didn't sign with the Leafs. And I was like, I'm more disappointed that he signed in Florida than I'm disappointed that he didn't sign with the Leafs. Like, if he signed anywhere else, it would have been like, you know, I actually wouldn't have minded Marchand on the Leafs. I think it could have been, you know, kind of good, but it would have been whatever. But the fact that he specifically signed with Florida, I'm like, God damn it, man. And then they signed Ekblad, I'm like, oh my God. And they signed Bennett, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, the fact that they are basically running it back. I mean, I know Schmid, he left. He's in Utah now, I believe. Yeah, I'm not excited. I also would have been less, yeah, I would have been less upset if he went back to Boston. I'd been like, you know what? It's fine. It's not like Boston's going to do anything anyways with him there. But yeah, no, I'm not completely excited that, yeah, he went back to Florida. It's, God, I hate Florida. I'm not looking forward to having to play that team again, man. It's because it's probably going to happen. Unless, you know, like, what are the better cases scenarios to at least play Florida in, like, again in the playoffs? Because that would probably mean that they would at least make it to the second round, but yeah, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how she goes. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a real quick stream. I almost streamed on July 1st on free agency, but I got a little bit backed up, and I don't know, by the time that I would have been able to stream, it probably would have been like, I think it was like almost like 8 p.m. my time, which is like 10 p.m. Pacific, or 10 p.m. Eastern, and I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too late, so I decided against it, and I decided, you know, I'll do today, just real quick. I kind of just want to talk about, you know, what the Leafs have done. Obviously, Tavares, Knies, Marner. Just real quick, I don't think it's going to be a long stream. Probably like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. Don't think it's going to be very long, but I just wanted to quickly talk about it. Why is my camera? Like, my camera's so... Yeah, there we go. Whatever. Who cares? We actually got a solid piece for Marner. I think Brad came out well. Yeah, you know, obviously I'm shocked that we got anything from Marner. The fact that we got something from Marner, I mean, grand scheme wise, like if you're looking at anything, Marner for Watt is a shitty ass trade. It is not good. It is a bad trade. But you narrow it down, you look specifically at the fact that realistically we probably should have, like, we waited too long to trade him, and I really thought we weren't going to get anything at all. So the fact that we got Nicholas Waugh, I'm down with that, happy with it. You know, it's a third line center, middle six guy. You know, we need a third line center. I was kind of hoping that that would be Tavares, but I'm still okay with Tavares at, you know, at second line center. So let's pull up John Tavares' contract. Let me get specifically the details. So we'll talk about him first. Yeah, so he signed a 4-year, $4.38 million contract. That is a damn good deal, man. That is a damn good deal. You know, for myself, I was one of the people, I think I said it at the end, on my final stream, at least in terms of the Leaf season, that I kind of wanted Tavares to leave, but not because of him. Like, I had no issue with Tavares, honestly. Is he, the player that he used to be? I mean, he's close. He's never really had that kind of foot speed. He's never been that fast of a player. So I'm okay with him coming back. And that contract is a fantastic deal. The only way that I wanted Tavares to come back was on a really good deal, and that's it. Like 4.38 is phenomenal. That's a hell of a deal for Tavares, who, he put up. Let's take a look at his numbers last year. Was it 38 goals? Yeah, he put up 38 goals, 36 assists for 74 points in 75 games. Almost a point per game player. In the playoffs, 10 games, 5 goals, 2 assists for 7 points. So, you probably want a little bit more. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. No, 13 games played. I don't know why I said 10. 13 games played. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, 13. Did he really only play 13? Oh, yeah. Because round 1 didn't go 7. I confused myself a bit there. But yeah, Tavares, I think that's a phenomenal contract. He's a very good player. I would like for us to get a second-line center so we don't have to have Tavares at second-line center, but I don't think that's the worst option. I think, there's definitely worse options. He's great on the face-off. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. Yo, Nick, thank you so much. 25 months? It's been that long? Really? God damn. What the fuck? Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, very, very happy with Tavares' contract. Nice contract, I like him, really happy. We've got him under $8 million. The only thing is I wish it was for 8 years. Yeah, I'm with you as well. I mean, I do kind of look at that contract and they go, I almost wish that it was a little bit cheaper, but I know, like, the salary cap is going up. And Knies is a very good player. I love Knies. Definitely, he's one of the players that I wanted them to sign, like, immediately. Toronto Blue Jays win 11-9. I don't follow the Blue Jays. Don't follow any other sports. Zdeno Chara, Hall of Fame. Yes, he deserved to be in the Hall. Not surprised that he got in. There's been some rumors that we might bring Kadri back. I would be down with getting Kadri. His contract is a little bit more than I want, because what is it, like 7? It's like 7 something, right? Nazem, Kadri. Let's pull it up here. Yes, it was a 7x7, and this is year 4. So you would have 3 years left for $7 million. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible contract. Last year, in 82 games, 35 goals, 32 assists for 67 points. Not the worst, but I still maybe would want a little bit of retention, but I think it would be difficult to get retention on it. It probably would be worth it. Let's see, what's the Leafs cap situation here? So we only got 4.9 left in projected cap. So we would need to clear up some space. Obviously, the 2 main guys that you see to clear up are Yarncroke and Camp. Those are the guys that you probably take out the door. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved Naz. I was sad that, when he got traded, but I also understood. And I kind of felt like it was necessary when you get suspended in back-to-back playoffs. Like, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And he actually got suspended in 3 straight playoffs. It's just, he got lucky. Well, he didn't get lucky, but he's lucky that he won in the season after. Oilers might actually run it back with Skinner and Pickard. Yeah, that... I don't know what the hell the Oilers are doing, man. Do they have to find... They have to find a goalie. They have to figure that out. Like, they can't run it back with Skinner and Pickard. They can't. They gotta do something. Like, there's no way they're that dumb, right? Would they do it again? There's no way. I don't know. I can't. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they figure it out. I don't want them to. Well, maybe I don't want them to figure it out, because if they don't figure it out, then maybe that makes it more likely for McDavid to leave. So maybe I don't want them to figure it out. Maybe I'm okay with them not fixing their goaltending. Yeah, that would be, McDavid at least would be amazing. Truly, it would be. But yeah, the Knies contract, I'm very, very happy with. Yeah, I obviously would have liked it for it to be 8 as well, for sure. Not a question about that. But 6 years, 7.75. I'm pretty happy with that. And you know, especially once again, the cap is going up so much that it's like his contract's gonna look like a steal in year like 3, honestly. So yeah, very, very happy they got Knies back. 6 times. Is that what K'Andre Miller got? Is 6.775? Let's see. K'Andre Miller. Is that what the Canes gave him? No, he. What's his? Where's Puckpedia? Come on, give me Puckpedia. Puckpedia. 8.75. That's what he got. 8 years, 7.5. Yeah. You're right. I mean, that's. I've liked K'Andre Miller, so I think that's a good signing for the Canes. They also just got Ehlers as well, so Canes did some good stuff. I mean, they had a steal of a contract with the Stakehoven. Stakehoven contract is great for them. That's gonna look real nice. I think I want us to bring back Pacioretty as an extra forward. I would love for Pacioretty to come back. I mean, it's completely up to him. I think you know, if Pacioretty wants to come back, I think the Leafs will 100% sign him. It's just really up to Patches and whether he wants to continue to do that. I've seen like some people say maybe he'll just sign halfway through the season and kind of go that way. Sure, why not? I'd be okay with that. Stanfield was godly, and Ehlers is on a good number too. Yeah, I'm a little surprised Ehlers didn't get at least 9. I thought he was going to get 9, but 8.5. Yeah, I think the Hurricanes did pretty well. Still a couple of UFAs out there that could make some noise on the new team. Who's left? I don't even actually know. Can I see on Puckpedia who is remaining UFAs NHL? Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, honestly. Oh, maybe here. Was this right? Is it Grizzlick? Maybe Ranta? Jeff Skinner? I think I'm looking at the right list. Yeah, let's bring this up here. Can I do this? Let me figure out if I can do this. Monitor. Window. Yeah. And then. So this is, I think, the remaining UFAs. Looks like it. Saw a different list earlier. Could be RFAs, yeah. At least one of Camp or Yarn Crook should be to be traded over this summer. I would think so. I think they probably do need to find someone. I mean, I know they just added Matthias Michelli, who I didn't watch really at all last year. I didn't realize he had such a bad year last year, but he had some pretty solid seasons. I was watching highlights of him in Arizona, and oh man, he has some sick passing plays, some really, really nice ones. So it's a little bit of a bet, it looks like, but yeah, I think they're probably going to try Michelli at either to start the year or somewhere throughout the year with Matthews and Knies, but we'll see if that's something they start with or if they wait a little bit longer on that. But I still wouldn't mind them to get someone else that maybe can be a little bit more permanent up there. Because I don't love going into the season and having him on the top line, to be honest. I think that's a little bit of a gamble that I'm not huge on. So yeah, I would like for them to make some moves, trade out Kampf, maybe trade out Yarncroke. Although I know a lot of people are really, really especially hard on trading Kampf, and he is a little bit more expendable now than I think previously. But I'm surprised so many people really dislike Kampf. I mean, I know it's not really much of a goal scorer. Same thing for Yarncroke, but I think they're both pretty good defensively. And Kampf, he's a great penalty killer. He's really good on the face-off. So I'm surprised so many people really want him out. But with the cap, I guess it's not super surprising. Let's see, what else did the Leafs do? Yeah, so they signed a few depth guys. I know they signed Dakota Murmis, who, didn't really play all that much last year. Michael Pizzetta is an interesting one. And Travis Boyd is back with the Leafs. They could use a D-man who can actually handle and move the puck so badly. Yeah, I mean, that's what Riley is supposed to be, though. I mean, OEL as well does pretty decently at moving the puck. Marner back to where 93. Yeah, so with Marner, I guess we can talk a little bit about him. Man, I've seen some crazy things with Marner just on Twitter. Literally both ends of the spectrum. It's just, I've seen people just be so hating on Marner, which I do kind of understand. I don't think I'm quite at the level as everyone else, or at least as what some people seem to be, where they're just they just hate Marner so much. I don't like the guy, I'll be honest. I'm not huge on him, even though I do have his jersey here. He's with him, usually with Leaf players who leave, I usually cheer them on a little bit, or at least I kind of root for them. With most Leaf players, Trevor Moore, Connor Brown, even Kasperi Kapanen, who I was kind of frustrated with when he was a Leaf. I still kind of cheer for them a little bit. Don't know if I'll do that with Marner, to be completely real. Book, Hughes, Marco Rossi, Jason McTavish, Kapokako, Bone Byram, Alex Lafreniere, Michu, Velarde, that's the RFA, okay. Tavish on the Avs, yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised they did trade Bone Byram, but we'll see. Now I want Vegas to lose in the first round, Game 7. That would be, yeah, it would be funny. But yeah, I've seen, people really, really hate on Marner. I saw some people who were, really strong on Marner, and dude, some people were, saying that they hope the Leafs lose now and that they're terrible because Marner is no longer on the team, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I've not experienced sports like that before, where, I follow the player that hard. But I know some people are a little bit different. I mean, I know, I kind of want to talk to one of my friends about it, because they got into hockey because of Matthews, pretty much. So I think that they would switch teams and follow Matthews if he left the Leafs, but I also don't think that I don't think they would be that hating on the Leafs if he left. But I don't know, maybe depending on the circumstances, it would be a little bit different. But yeah, for me, like, I am happy Marner's gone. It was time. I think it was time for both sides. So many Leaf fans just hated the guy. It was getting to a toxic point. And, well, actually, it's been a toxic point for probably a while. And it looked like he was kind of done with just the media in general for, like, basically all of this year. Vegas haters, we're a contender now. I mean, they were kind of a contender last year, too. Would have been last year if, we had some more scoring opportunities against Edmonton. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate Vegas. I'm honestly, actually, I feel like I'm one of the few people that aren't a Vegas fan, but actually don't mind Vegas. But I think the main reason why I don't mind Vegas is because I really like their jerseys. And I can, like, somewhat respect the fact that they always go for it. Like, they don't give a shit about their players at all, which I think I would not like as much as a fan sometimes. But it also would be nice because it shows that, you know, management wants to win every single year. Like, they just go for it. So, you know, I can kind of respect that a little bit, but I know some people really, don't like Vegas. But yeah, for me, like, it's just, with Marner, it was time for him to go with the Leafs, for sure. And some people are saying, like, oh, the Leaf fans, you know, are just blaming Marner. He's just their scapegoat. Partially, I would agree. And you know, a lot of people are like, what about Matthews? Matthews is, you know, just as bad. And everyone gives him, you know, a pass. I don't think so. I don't think too many people give Matthews a pass. I think a lot of people are pretty hard on Matthews as well. Not nearly as hard as they are on Marner, for sure. But there's also a difference where Matthews is a generational goal scorer, and he's a center, and he's a first-round pick, and he put up 69 goals, you know, 2 years ago. Like, I think it makes sense that Matthews would get a little bit more of a pass than Marner. At least just in my opinion, but I still, you know, I still have my complaints with Matthews as well. I still think that he needs to be way better in the playoffs. It's not close. Like, he's not good enough in the playoffs. I agree with you. Or agree with those people, at least. I want him to be better, and I'm hoping that now that he's not with Marner, and maybe, I'm hoping, like, this kind of pisses him off a little bit, to be honest. And maybe, you know, kind of motivates him, I'm hoping. That's what I would like to see. Because, yeah, Matthews definitely does need to be better for sure. But, yeah, and, you know, I know also, like, some people are saying the Leafs are going to, you know, they're not going to be in playoff contention anymore. 1 second, sorry. People are saying, like, the Leafs aren't going to be in playoff contention anymore. Just because they don't have Marner. I don't think that's the case. Obviously, Marner's a phenomenal player, especially in the regular season. Obviously, he has his playoff struggles, but in the regular season, he's phenomenal. Yeah, he's definitely one of the best players in the league. He's one of the best wingers in the league. He's amazing. The Leafs are going to be hurt a little bit by losing him. It's not a question, for sure. They're not going to be as good, at least on paper, as they were last year. They probably won't be as good in the standings either. I don't think they're going to get first in the Atlantic. I don't think that's going to happen again. So yeah, realistically, the Leafs will be worse. I'm hoping that they still stay top 3 in the Atlantic. They might have to fight for a wildcard spot with the fact that Montreal and Ottawa are getting better. Florida's still really good. Tampa's there as well. A little bit lucky that Boston has fallen off, but yeah, like, the Leafs aren't going to be as good in the regular season, but no Leaf fan gives a shit about that. We don't care. As long as we make the playoffs, which I don't think losing Marner is going to hurt that much to the point where we just completely miss it. We still have Tavares, Nylander, Matthews, Knies, like, really good goaltending with Stolarz and Woll. I think it'll be okay. But yeah, like, the whole point of it is that the core four we knew just wasn't working. Like, we've known that this is what wasn't working for years now. It's been a long time since we've known this. They just never went off of it. So we now finally have a chance to hopefully shore up our depth. That is the main thing. The Leafs have not had good enough depth in the playoffs because they've spent, $40 plus million on 4 people. They haven't had the chance to get good depth. So with Marner gone, that's the hope. That's the plan. Okay, got a dip. If you're still on later, I'll see you then. I'm probably going to get off soon, to be honest. I'm just a real quick one. I just wanted to do a real quick stream, but thank you for stopping by. Thanks for the membership again, Nick. Appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by as always. But yeah, I don't really understand why some people just think like the Leafs are gonna like completely just fall apart now that now that Marner's not on the team. I think they will be worse, but that's not really a huge surprise. It's really, yeah, they still have a lot of things to do. Like I said, I think their right side is not strong enough right now. They need to add someone else to really shore that up. Obviously, Marner leaves a big hole there, but you're also having to have a guy play with Matthews. You should be able to find someone that can play with Matthews. Like, it shouldn't be too difficult. So, yeah, I don't know. I just found it so surprising how, like, more like outside fans were, like, surprised that Leaf fans were happy that Marner was gone. Because, like, all people do is make fun of the fact that, the core 4 makes so much money. And the Leaf fans have been screaming that we want them to change off of it for a long time. Like, basically since the Montreal series, we've been like saying, okay, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. We've seen it not work. It's been 9 years now, and it still does not work. We've known this for a long time. I think with Marner gone, Matthews takes a step forward. That's what I'm hoping. The thing with Matthews and Marner is, on one hand, they were very good friends, so it's kind of nice that, you can play with your best friend, and you probably have really good chemistry. But does that make you a little bit complacent? Does that hurt your competitiveness a little bit? Possibly. I'm hoping that with Marner being gone, yeah, Matthews takes a step. I'm hoping that, either he gets a little bit more pissed off, or, Rube's a little bit more okay with switching up the lines. Like, Matthews and Marner were just playing together all the time. They've been playing together for a long time now, so maybe you're able to mix up the lines a little bit more, and get some different looks, especially in the playoffs if a line is just not working. I'm hoping that's the case. That's what, that's what I would like. I don't know how true it is, but there's rumors that Matthews may not want to stay with the Leafs after this contract is done because Marner's gone. I mean, if that's true, that's fucking dumb. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. I don't believe it either. I think that's maybe just a rumor that... We've heard rumors that Matthews has wanted to leave for, like, literally his entire time with the Leafs. Like, basically, since he became a Leaf, they're like, but in a few years, his contract's done, so that means he's gonna leave, and it's like, well, okay, sure. If he would want to leave, if he doesn't want to stay with the Leafs after this contract, I don't think it's because of Marner. I don't think because Marner's gone. Realistically, it would be because the team's in a worse position and the Leafs haven't done anything. That would be my belief. Now, hopefully by the time his contract's done, the Leafs actually do something so that we don't have to think about that. But yeah, like, that would be such a childish thing to do. Draft pick situation is not looking good. Yeah, well, I mean, the Leafs have to go for it, is the thing. Like, it sucks because usually when you're in this type of scenario, or when a team is in this type of scenario, yeah, they don't have a lot of draft picks, but that's because they're using those to get good players to, go into farther and farther into the playoffs and hopefully win a cup. The Leafs obviously have not done a very good job at getting far into the playoffs, so... Hi, Vaporfly. How's it going? Yeah, I'm fine with them not having a lot of draft picks, theoretically, because, you know, they shouldn't be picking high in the draft anyways. The problem is they need to start actually doing stuff in the playoffs. That's the big thing. Yeah. And like with Marner, I think he's gonna do good on Vegas. Like I would not be surprised if he does well on Vegas. You just go top heavy with the first line of Knies, Matthews, and Nylander. I mean, right now, I think probably because like I don't know who like your other options are like Michelli or like Domi. You put up there maybe. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, so, I mean, I think we still have a little bit of time here before, the Leafs aren't done, is what I'm trying to say. The Leafs still have a lot of stuff to do. So, we'll kind of see, but, yeah, I don't think they're quite done yet, and, I'm hoping that they find something to fill at least a little bit of that hole. That's my vision, at least, is that they do that. I don't know who they get to fill that hole, but yeah, right now you either do Knies, Matthews, Nylander, or Knies, Matthews, Michelli. That's what I probably would assume. Let's see. Yeah, because, like, I mean, we still don't even have Robertson signed. I'm interested to see if they actually get Robertson signed. Off subject, the Mammoth looking pretty stacked. Made some good moves. Yeah, they did make some good moves. Let's see. Let me pull them up here. Yeah, so they added Schmidt, which I think is pretty decent. Obviously, Tanev there. I think they still got a little bit to go here, but yeah, I think they can have a little bit of a bounce back for sure. Or you could do, yeah, Knies, Matthews, Domi, yeah. Michelli, is he both left and right wing? Okay, yeah, he can flip. Okay. I wouldn't mind that. I was a bit upset when I saw that Tanev signed with Utah. I was hoping that Leafs would get him. Yeah, me too. I was kind of hoping that for sure. Hey, Josh. Sitting in bed. Bed in my truck at fireworks, 4th of July thing. Oh, yeah, I guess that you would have some today. I actually didn't hear any fireworks for Canada Day. I'm a little bit surprised that I didn't. Usually I do hear them. I'm not really a huge fireworks guy, to be honest with you. Every now and again I don't mind them, but not huge on them. Me neither. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, you know, Marner, I think he'll do good on Vegas for sure. We'll just see how he does in the playoffs. Wife likes to be social. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, that's probably how I would get dragged out to something like that too. Yeah. But yeah, overall, like I've liked what the Leafs have done so far. I still think that they got some work cut out for them for sure. Yeah, they really don't have a lot of picks, eh? Yeah, not really. But I'm definitely interested to see what else they do. The pickup of Waugh for Marner, quite happy with. Wanted to get a Vegas Marner jersey, but $300 first stitch is crazy expensive. Yeah, I would probably wait. They'll go on sale eventually. A little off topic, but the Caps signed Kelly Rosen today. Oh, interesting. I didn't actually see that. Excited to see him in Hershey. Yeah. Yeah, I like those Hershey jerseys. I mean, just any Hershey jersey. Hershey jerseys are nice. There's also been talk about potentially moving Domi and McMahon, but I think the Leafs want to keep them. Yeah, I would think that the Leafs would want to keep at least McMahon. McMahon is, like, he's on a decent contract right now. It's only for one more year. 1.35, so... But it's a good contract. I could see them moving Domi, but I kind of like Domi, at least in terms of his passion. Takes some dumbass penalties, but pretty happy with it. But I would like for them to keep McMahon. If you're going to become a Flames fan, you'd be way better YouTuber if you become a Flames fan. I mean, I do like the Flames. They're probably my second favorite team. Just quite far behind the Leafs. But hey, man, I hope the Flames do well. I'm always cheering for the Flames. Probably why a big part of me didn't want to see Edmonton win. Because yeah, there's a little part of me for sure. I mean, when I was growing up, initially I was a Flames fan because my families are Flames fans. But yeah, I ended up being converted to a Leafs fan. Kelly Rosen, Leafs legend. Hell yeah, brother. Hershey's only about a 40-minute away from me. Oh, nice. Thank you for the EP. Yeah, no worries, Mary. EPS is it's kind of the place to go. But Rosen's team issue Leafs jersey a few months back, Leafs fan. Love the guy in the Marlies. Oh yeah. I mean, I liked Rosen from a little bit. Neighbors are from Calgary. They're chillest people, huge Flames fans. Yeah. I'm excited to see how the Flames will do next season. I honestly feel like the Flames could be pretty good next year. Not like top of their division, but you know, I like what they've done. Wolf, sorry. It's a good goalie, man. He's a really good goalie. So yeah, I'm excited about the Flames season. I think they'll I expect them to make the playoffs. Now look back on it, and we probably should have traded Marner after the collapse against Montreal. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times where the Leafs should have traded Marner, and it's so frustrating, specifically when they fired Dubas, because it looked like he was going to trade Marner. Like, before he got fired, it looked like he was going to trade Marner, and the fact that Shanahan fired him before he was able to do it sucks, man. It sucks. Because then his no movement clause kicked in, made it way harder. Brad Treliving only had like a month to trade him, so he didn't really have much choice, or like at least a lot of time to evaluate that. I don't really put it on him. Yeah, it's just, I'm glad Shanahan's gone. I'm glad Shanahan's gone, man. I'm glad he's gone. God damn, man. Yeah, he had like a month, couple weeks. Like, it was not on him to trade Marner. Like, I think if he tried trading Marner, it probably would have not been a great haul back. He just didn't have the time, didn't have any leverage, so yeah. Right, yeah, well, I think that was just the draft, wasn't it? That Calgary wasn't going to allow him to be involved in the draft. He could do other stuff with the Leafs, if I'm not mistaken. It was just he wasn't allowed in the draft until after the first day, I think. Shanahan should have been fired after the collapse against Montreal, but yeah, better late than never. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, was the draft probably right? I think so. I think that's the case. I could be wrong too. I don't really know. But I think I remember it being that he just couldn't participate in the draft. He could do other stuff, though. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the fact that the Leafs didn't change really anything after Montreal, I think is surprising. The fact that they were confident in that group is crazy. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have any time. Yeah, Tree Living did not have sufficient time to evaluate what he could get for Marner, and I think, you know, a lot of other teams would have leveraged that against him. And like I said, I think it probably would have been not really disastrous, but just not a good trade. So, but I mean, at least we got something out of that. That's all I'm happy about. We got something out of him, and he's gone finally. Honestly, hoping the Marner cheddar dies down soon. Sick of hearing it. See, me too, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to be tied to Toronto for the rest of his career. He's always going to be compared to his time in Toronto, and if he succeeds, it's going to be, hey, look, he can succeed elsewhere, not in Toronto. If he does poorly, it's going to be like, you know, I think it's still, people are still going to make fun of Toronto somehow. Yeah, I think he's just going to be tied to Toronto for his entire career. And we're always going to hear about it. It's going to be annoying. I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. But, I mean, whatever, I guess. At least we won't have to hear about it as much. It'll just be like every now and again we'll hear about it. What if Tree Living fixes one of Dubas' mistake and we bring back Jared McCann? I wouldn't be upset about that. I'd be down to bring back McCann. It's still shocking that he decided to choose to protect Justin Hall over McCann. Man, that's a terrible decision. You know, I was a Dubas supporter, but looking back, yeah, he made some real dumb moves, man. He made some real poor decisions. Real poor decisions. Let's dump 34 and get McDavid. Why not both? Let's have both. I'll be okay with both. Have Matthews and McDavid would be pretty sick, personally. I'll be down with it. I'm intrigued to see what Matthews does in the playoffs now that Marner's gone. I'm hoping. I think Matthews had an okay playoffs considering he was injured. Like, he obviously offensively he was ass, and he needs to be better than that. But I think defensively he did pretty decent. And yeah, I'm hoping that. I'm hoping that my biggest concern with Matthews is his injury history. I'm hoping that it's not something that's going to continue throughout the rest of his career. I'm hoping that he's healthy next year. He stays healthy, and I don't know. I'm hoping that Marner being gone changes the DNA somehow. But yeah, see, Matthews definitely needs to be better. 100%. It's not a question. It's so tough because Matthews theoretically should be just so fucking good in the playoffs. I think, like, it's not even like he's not built for it. He's a big guy. He's strong. He can, you know, knock people off the puck. He can protect the puck so well. He has such a good shot, especially in tight areas. Like, he can, like, his peel and shot, he can get around sticks really easily in small areas. It just hasn't quite, you know, aligned in the playoffs there. So it's, man, I hope he does. I hope this season he just has a fucking unreal playoffs. God, I hope so bad. Gosh. I think there was once upon a time, Leafs had Martin Marincin and Justin Hall as the defense pairing. Yeah, I think they did. Good old Martin Marincin, man. Didn't expect to see Martin Marincin. I love the fact that Shanahan posted that at one point. Just the fucking image of you never expected Martin Marincin to appear in the comments is so funny. That is funny. I'll give him that. The constant on pace for combos about Matthews are a moot point to me. His wrists aren't going to hold up for an Ovi-like career. That is the worry for me. I agree. I think, you know, the huge thing for Ovi is how healthy he's been. And how he's able to come back from breaking a leg in the same season. Like, the fact that just Ovi's been such a tank in that aspect. Yeah, if that's really why he was able to break the goal record, is because of that. And Matthews, I think, has potential of doing that, but his injury history, like, if Matthews was as healthy as Ovi, I 100% believe he does it. I don't even think it's a question. But he's already been injured so much that it is concerning for sure. I don't know if it was his wrists this year. The rumor was that it was his back. It's funny because, like, I obviously completely understand Matthews not wanting to say what his injury was. I don't blame him at all, because I think people will make fun of him for it anyways, whatever it is. And then also, players will target it next season. So I don't blame him for not wanting to say it, but I do wonder what it was. Like, I want to know. The rumor is that it was his back, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Man, it would be so nice if, like, even just for the narrative, like, Matthews shedding Marner and then being, like, just unreal. Lawton needs to be better, considering we gave up a first-round pick for being, to bring him in. Yeah, Lawton definitely needs to be better for sure. I think, I mean, we kind of had that experience a little bit like with McCabe. I feel like McCabe wasn't that great the first, deadline that we brought him in. But once he got a training camp under him and he had, like, the full season to kind of, be around the Leafs. And now McCabe is a very good defender that I really like a lot. So I'm hoping that that's kind of the case with Lawton. But yeah, I agree. I mean, theoretically, Lawton should be the third line center, right? Like, that is what we kind of got him for. Yeah, I need to figure out my my channel censorship thing. I tried looking into it at one point, and I don't know. I can't figure out how to, like... I feel like it shouldn't be censoring, like, that much, but I guess it does. I don't know. I'll have to try and figure it out. I'm going to assume that you're calling Matthews a pussy. That's what I'm going to infer from that message. Or that he needs to stop being one, or something like that. Okay. Alright. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Matthew's head looks like Minecraft Steve. I mean... Okay. Sure. Okay. I'll be honest, I've never heard anyone say that. That's funny. Funny, considering we tried to trade Marner to Vegas on multiple occasions, he ended up going there anyways. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like that was the place he wanted to go. And then fucking, yeah, I don't know. He even said, like, at the Four Nations, he was talking to Aiden Hill and Mark Stone about it. It's like, cool, awesome, dude, that's great. Sounds, it's really, really good to know that, you're talking to Vegas and thinking about Vegas halfway through the season. It's great. It's awesome. Cool. Yeah, last summer and at the Four Nations break too, yeah. How I feel about Marner going to the Golden Knights? Well, we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but kind kind of shortened version, I'm glad he's gone. I'm just happy he's off the Leafs. I think the Leafs, you know, yes, they'll take a hit in the regular season. They should still make the playoffs. But theoretically, this should give them more depth, or at least have a chance to be able to bring in more depth. We knew the core four wasn't working. We've known it wasn't working for a long time. At least he went to the West as well. That's another good thing. So I'm happy he's gone. I'm done with him. I really, really am. And I honestly, I'm fine with him being, with the Golden Knights. I'm glad that he just didn't go to Florida, really. He did confirm that the Leafs tried to trade him at the deadline, which means Mikko Rantanen would have been a Leaf. Yeah, and then I think the holdup there was that Vegas couldn't give, because it was supposed to be Marner to Vegas. Vegas was going to give stuff to Carolina, and then Carolina was going to trade Mikko Rantanen to the Leafs. But it was the Vegas to Carolina connection that they just couldn't figure out the exact pieces to make it work. At least that's what I heard. Saw your video of you unboxing the Stars alternate third jersey, which I never heard that they were going away from. You said on your video. Yeah, that's the rumor. They're going away from that one. The Leafs are going away from their third jersey as well. But yeah, I mean, it's been around for like 4 years now. So usually alternates don't stick around for, at least sometimes they don't stick around for that long. But yeah, I know some people really didn't like the black alternate. I always did. I always thought it was fucking really cool. Mikko wanted to be a Leaf. He wouldn't have signed a Dallas extension. I mean, you know, I think that he still could, like, if he got traded to the Leafs, maybe he would have signed an extension with the Leafs too. Maybe it wasn't his, like, number one pick, not his number one destination, but, you know, I think he still could have wanted to go to the Leafs and just didn't happen, and he was happy to be with the Stars too. Yeah, it would be nice if they had Rantanen. It would be nice for sure. The only issue is that if they had Rantanen, they would kind of be in the same situation a little bit, where just it's the core four making too much money. But yeah, thought the Stars alternate jersey was fine with me. I had no problem with it. Yeah, I think you know, I obviously, like I said, I liked it too, but I know some people didn't like it. Some people were pretty hard against it. I think I am probably gonna wrap up pretty soon here, though. To be real honest with you, I just want to do a short stream, but yeah, if you guys have any last things you want to talk about. Bill Tavares' statue man took a hell of a discount. Yes, I talked about that at the start. Yeah, I'm really happy with Tavares taking that discount. That's huge. I mean, it's kind of funny because if you look at Knies' and Tavares' contract last year compared to this year, technically they're making a little bit more money this year, but the percentage of cap is lower. And yeah, I'm real happy with the 4.3. I was one of the people that wouldn't have minded if Tavares left. But the fact that they were able to get him on such a discount, I'm like, yes, please keep him. 100%. We should give Stolarz an extension, in my opinion. Yeah, it's funny because I would like to see just like half of the season out of him to really like determine exactly, like, I know he's shown, like, he kind of does have that record of being very, very good, but I'm still a little bit, I don't know. Goalies are just like magic and voodoo, so he did prove himself last year, but the thing is like, goalies have those years where they'll be very good one year, not that great the next. So yeah, but he was also very good the year before, so yeah, maybe you should just give it to him. Can I send you photos of the new jerseys that I got of my local teams, the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils? the Adidas 8 Pass jersey, Hockey Fight Cancer, and Veterans Day, yeah, go for it. You can just send it to me on Instagram. But I'll tell you, the Rangers jersey that I got is made in Canada. Nice. Interesting. It's made in Canada. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Cool. Oh, your gun try was still large. You're referring to Tavares. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I would agree. That Tavares proved himself last year for sure. I mean, to be fair, like, it's not like he ever really fell off. Like, he was always producing at that level. Like, he's always been producing at the level he's been producing at. He hasn't really changed anything. But, you know, he is getting older, so you do expect maybe a little bit of a drop. But, yeah. Sellers put up good numbers behind a more defensively responsible Leafs squad. Yes. Yeah, this Leafs defense is a lot better than usual. Saw from a fake Elliott Freeman account that the Leafs were getting Ehlers for 12.5. That's funny. Good old fake. I do like the fake accounts. They are funny to me. I'll be honest, I don't see them as much anymore as I used to. I remember, I mean, it's been a number of years now, but when Mr. Booth, who is like a Vancouver just Twitter user, he used to just change his name to like Elliott Freeman and stuff like that and just say random shit. It's funny. Oh, like, okay, that's good. Because I did get got sometimes, then I was like, hey, wait a second. I like the player, but not for that money. Yeah, 12.5 would be too much for Ehlers. I agree. Utah Mammoth jerseys, right? Wish they had the Mammoth logo on the away as well, instead of just shoulders. Reminds me too much of the Canes away. Yeah, definitely agree with you, 100%. I also wish that they had the logo on the away and that it was not the Warmer, because yeah, I don't like the Canes away jersey. So yeah, not a huge fan of the Mammoth one either, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I think that is going to do it, though. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Leafs and kind of free agency in general. More specifically the Leafs, though, because I thought about making a video about it, and then I decided, I don't know if I really want to. But I still wanted to talk about it, so I thought doing it in a stream would be better. So, that's why I'm here. Anyways, though, when are the Panthers and Lightning going to release their Winter Classic jerseys? Probably won't be until like 2 or 3 months before the Winter Classic. I feel like that's usually when they release them. It's like two months-ish before the Winter Classic. But it's the Panthers Rangers Winter Classic, Lightning Bruins Stadium Series. Got my Blues Captain jersey this week. Just need Pens and Oilers now. Nice. Kind of forgot he played for the Blues, to be real with you. Yeah, I still, for myself, with those types of players, I still need a Bruins Iginla jersey. Oh, I actually, speaking of Iginla, I met Iginla the other day, very, very briefly. He was just in my store for like half of a second. But he was paying, and I couldn't really like tell it was him because he was looking down and he had his hat like this. So I could only kind of see like the lower half of his face, and I'm like, he kind of looks like Iginla. And he was like paying, and then he looked up for half a second, and I'm like, God damn, that's Iginla. And I asked him, and he was like, yeah. And so I shook his hand. I'm like, you're a fucking legend, man. But he was leaving quickly, so I didn't really get to say anything. I would have loved to say, I'm collecting all of your jerseys for every single team you played with. I would have loved to say that, but I know he's a private guy, so I wasn't going to be too pushy with it. I know he likes to kind of do his own thing. But that was cool, though. I was like, damn, I got to shake Iginla's hand. That's awesome. I was really, really stoked about that. But yeah, I need a Iginla Bruins jersey. That's the last one that I need for Iggy. And then for Kessel, I also need a Boston jersey. So I'm very, very close on finishing those parts. But yeah. Bruins should do the Pooh Bear or the Meth Bear on the Winter Classic. Stadium Series. It's a Stadium Series that the Bruins are in. The Karate Kid at a urinal. That's funny. That'd be an awkward place to meet someone, for sure. That's good. That's good. But yeah, I would love for the Bruins just to do a math bear for their stadium series. Just go all out. Just do some dumb shit. It would be great. I'll be happy with that. Found a D Stella Hockey Fights Cantor jersey coming that I think that I ordered from eBay. A size 54. I think it'll hit me though, even though you're size 56. Yeah, usually, I mean, as long as a 56 isn't like super tight on you, I feel like usually you can kind of maneuver a size up or a size down, depending on how the ones that you usually get fit. Still feel like Tavares is going to play second line center next year. I mean, with what the Leafs have right now, yes, he should be. He should be that second line center. I don't see anyone else who really would fit there. I don't think you're going to have Nick Waugh in the second line center. Oh, the Panthers outdoor jersey has a big whistle crossed out on the front and it's just black and white stripes. That would be funny. That's a good one. That's a good one. I hope, being serious, I hope that they do some kind of Miami Vice type jersey. I think that would be fun. Maybe Nick Robertson does come back. I doubt it though. Yeah, I just don't think Robertson wants to be on the Leafs anymore. I think if he goes to another team, he'll have opportunity. He just doesn't get enough chances with the Leafs. So that you are not happy with the Blackhawks Centennial jersey. It's the same as their original jersey. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even a huge fan of the Hawks' current home jersey anyways, and so I was hoping they would do something different for their Centennial, and they didn't do anything at all. I'm excited to see what they're going to do for the alternate, though, the black alternate, so that should be fun, but as a home one, yeah, it was disappointing, for sure. Get Nicky Bobby out of here. Robertson for Jason Robertson, one for one who says no, yeah, for sure. That would be sick. No, I don't mind. I don't mind Nick Robertson. I actually would like him on. Like, I don't mind him being on the Leafs, but I can't see him wanting to sign again. Like, I think the Leafs were able to convince him this year, hey, sign with us and we'll give you some more opportunity. They never really fully did that. Sorry for the burp. Will you get the Blues or Bruins new jerseys or not? No, probably not, honestly. I mean, I basically already have the Blues home jersey right now. Maybe I'll get their away. So I do like their 2022 Winter Classic, and it's difficult to get that jersey, so their away is close enough to it, where maybe I will get their away. With the Bruins, I don't mind their jerseys, but yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to get them. Blackhawks jersey of the Blackhawks jersey of the black jerseys better be the ones they wore in the 90s to early 2000s. Yeah, that's my expectation, is that's what they're going to be, those black jerseys from the 2000s or early 2000s. I think so. You know me, like I said on Insta, once you hold out or demand a trade, I don't want nothing to do with you. That's fair. I mean, I think he has a point, though. Like, I understand him wanting to demand a trade. Like, and I think like I said, I think he should get traded, both for the Leafs' sake and for his sake. Like, I think if he goes to a team, especially, you know, a team that's rebuilding, he'll play every game. Are the Red Wings and Rangers going to make specialty jerseys for their 100th season? I know for certain the Rangers are. The Rangers, because next season the Rangers have a home jersey and away jersey, which I think they're keeping the same. I don't think they're changing anything. They have a stadium or a Winter Classic jersey. They have their third jersey that they're wearing, like the one with the shield, and then they have an anniversary jersey. So they have 5 jerseys. I think only one of them is an anniversary jersey from what I've heard. But yes, as for the Red Wings, they did just release their Centennial logo, which looks really nice. I think they are supposed to get a third jersey next season as well, so maybe. Man's a defensive liability. We improved so much this past year, no need to go backwards. He is definitely, yeah, he's not great on the defensive side. I thought his game improved a little bit. At least on the forecheck, he started to hit a lot more. So I thought his forechecking game was a lot better this year. And obviously his shot is phenomenal, but yeah, I agree. He's a little bit of a defensive liability, and like I said, I think he just doesn't want to be on the team because he doesn't get enough minutes. He's scratched too often. From what we've seen, Matthews has had a down year from next year. His career year 75 plus goes to Matthews next year, maybe. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Be down for Matthews getting 75. But yeah, I think both the Rangers. We'll see what the Red Wings do. All right, see you, Josh. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I said I was gonna leave like 4 different times, so I'm gonna leave. You guys keep making me stay. I appreciate you guys stopping by and just chatting. Appreciate it very, very much so. I am gonna head out though. Yeah, I'll have more videos throughout the summer. I got plans on doing a couple of things, so should be good. Maybe I'll do another stream like this at some point during the summer. We'll see. It's nice that I can just kind of go live randomly one day and have people stop in and chat. I was honestly a little nervous that maybe I wouldn't have anyone, so it's nice that a couple of people stopped by, so I appreciate it. Go Leafs, go indeed. But yeah, thank you for chatting. Thanks for being here, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye.